Yo, what's going on guys? It is Toxicity and welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet video. In today's video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We are going to be reacting to a couple of Paradox Pokemon drawn by Fakemanss over on Twitter. So if you guys are excited for the potential release of new Paradox Pokemon in the DLC coming this year, smash the like button down below. Let's aim for 10 likes on this video and let's jump straight into it. The best part about this artist is that they are doing a little bit of a design from the Scarlet and Violet books that you find in the game, and they're also giving you a little bit of explanation to the Pokemon. So right here is the image from the Scarlet and Violet book that you'd see during the game, and this is based on Sawsbuck. So it's called Unruly Antlers, and it's giving Sawsbuck a Paradox Pokemon based on the enormous Megaloceros, which is a ancient deer or elk which was found around Ireland, which is super cool. This is an amazing artwork. It looks super cool. I would love to see this in the game. If Area 0 had a little bit of like a foresty area, this Pokemon would fit that area so well. The normal fighting type looks so good on this Pokemon as well. I just love the colors. I love the antlers. This Pokemon definitely would be in the game. I just love the Scarlet and Violet book as well. The page for this Pokemon looks so good. I would love to see Sawsbuck get a Paradox Pokemon. I think Sawsbuck is a very underrated Pokemon and very underused Pokemon. So if it got a Paradox form, maybe people would give it a bit more respect and it'd be used a bit more. But this art, I love it so much. This next one is probably my favorite one. This is the Paradox Pokemon for Haxorus based on the Centrosaurus, which is almost like a Triceratops dinosaur, but only has one horn. Now, as you can see, the shield for this Pokemon, or the crest of this Pokemon, is exactly like Haxorus's spikes or the knives on the side of its face when it has the normal form. So this Paradox Pokemon looks amazing. The color scheme is on point. The design looks awesome. I think this would be down in the caves, maybe. It could be like around some fossils or something in Area 0 if this was released in the game. I believe this one is just super cool. This is my favorite out of the lot, I believe. And I just think that this would be such a fitting Pokemon to have in the game. Now I'm just thinking, what other dinosaur variants could we have with Haxorus Paradox forms? Maybe we can have a past and a future one. The future one could be some sort of spaceship dinosaur or something like that. That would be really cool. But this is definitely one that I'd love to have in the game. It's my favorite. I'm calling it right now. It's my favorite. Up next, we have this image from the Scarlet and Violet book. This Pokemon is a Paradox form of Octillery. Now, this comes from Orthoceras, which is like a squid with a shell type animal from the prehistoric times. And this prehistoric Paradox version of Octillery is super cool. I quite like Octillery as a Pokemon, so seeing it get a Paradox form would actually be really cool. I quite like the color design as well. I think this Pokemon looks quite intimidating. I could not imagine a future variant or future Paradox of Octillery. You just have to give it like a cannon or something and let it just, do its thing. But if you were to introduce this into the game, I believe Area 0 would have to kind of be expanded. You'd have to find some sort of underground lake potentially down in the deeps, so this Pokemon can be chilling down there. I really like this. Octillery is a super cool Pokemon, and this drawing is amazing. I love it so much. Last but not least, we have this image from the Scarlet and Violet book. We have Dubious Club, a Paradox Pokemon based on Farfetch'd. Now, this thing looks derpy and cute at the same time. Its club looks super intimidating. It's a flying and ground type, which is super cool, just based off a caveman. And I think this thing would be running around in the prehistoric times. It is super cool. Its beak looks super cool. This Pokemon just looks so good. I'm not a massive fan of Farfetch'd, but I'd definitely go out of my way to catch one of these. Just like the Sawsbuck, I think this Pokemon would be running around the forest, maybe trying to catch the Haxorus Paradox form. But this thing looks awesome. I'm really loving the colors. The vibes kind of like, it kind of reminds me of like the Flintstones almost, and it just looks super cool. I really like this one. I think this one's probably my third or fourth favorite out of the lot because they're just so good. But my favorite would still have to be the Haxorus one. So definitely go check out Fakemanss over on Twitter. This is some of the other art they do as well as the Paradox ones. They do variants of Pokemon. So this is the Tyrunt and Tyranitar versions, but as ice Pokemon, which looks super cool. if I had to request a couple of Paradox Pokemon that I'd like to see get art forms of, I would potentially like to see a Luxray or a Toxicroak, just because I love them Pokemon so much. And some of my other favorites did get Paradox forms, but I would love to see them done in the style of art that Fakemanss does. But if you guys enjoy this type of content, definitely smash the like button and let me know down below what Paradox Pokemon you would like to see, and maybe we can see them in the future. But the DLC is coming up. It's going to be super good. Hopefully we get some fun new Paradox Pokemon to use. I'm looking forward to it, but have a wonderful day and I'll see you guys on the next one.